Hello everybody, and welcome back to some All the Mods 9 to the Sky. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. So, last episode we got together and we took on the Gaia Guardian, made our way through getting the Gaia Spirit ingots, and more or less tidying up what we were doing for Britannia. There's still more quests. We may go back and do said quest at a later date, but for now, we've got what we needed. So yeah, that is that. Today, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do something and mess with something that I have not messed with before, and that is mystical agriculture. I know I've messed with mystical agriculture, but there is the we get way over here. We've got the awakened Supremium essence. I don't know anything about any of this, so we are going to figure this all out. So first things first was we need to get some cognizant dust. And to do this, you can get it by killing a wither or ender dragon with a weapon enchanted with mystical enlightenment. So we're going to see if we can, I don't know if we can do this guy here, but we're going to attempt to. Mystical enlightenment. So for this, we need to make the enchanter, and we're going to need a whole bunch of Supremium and a whole bunch of experience essence, which is fine. We've got all the above. Speaking of Inferium, if we come in here and look at our Inferium, we're collecting Inferium now. In one of the updates that have come out in between when I was playing every day and taking my time off, they added Inferium to Soul Sand, I guess it was. All my stuff was backed up because of that. So now we're getting Inferium. Alright, so anyways, we need the enchanter. We're going to need one of these guys. We are going to need a... That's not what I wanted. This guy here, and boom, there we go. Alright, so to get the mystical enlightenment, we want to go as high up with this as we can. So we're going to give this thing just a ton of experience. We're going to need a bunch of them. How high does this go? We can get it to 9, so that's going to be a whole lot of work. Supremium, let's craft up 200. And then we're going to need our experience, and that was... right here close. Oh, we can only give it 512. And what else do we need for that? We're going to need some books. And books are something that we don't have, which is weird. Now we got some. Does it have to be... Ah, there we go. So that is 5. That is 5. No, that was not 5. So there we go. Now we've got 2 5s, which will give us 6. Like like I said, I'm going to have to spend some time here getting, so 2 5s will give us 6. 2 6s will get, we got to get a bunch of these. Alright, that took a little bit of time, but we do have Mystical Enlightenment 9. And a couple extra books, because I don't know how to count. Now comes the good part. And that's what I figured. There used to be a way of enchanting these. So that's not going to help us at all. Alright, we're going to try this the old-fashioned way. First off, you can only put Mystical Enlightenment on a Essence Sword. If I'd read it, I'd have known. So we're going to see if it, I don't know if this even is still a thing. Which it doesn't matter if it is or not. We can, I just don't want to have to fight to actually kill it. And we got 12 cognizance dust out of that. We're going to need a lot for this. So I'm going to sit here and do this a blujillion times. So at least we can get a stack. For our quest, or well, for what we need it for the star, we're going to need, that's 2, so 2, 4, 2, 4, so we're going to need 8 for each one of these that we make. So if we want to make 10 stars, we're going to need like 80 of them. I don't know how many we're going to do, but we'll just go with this, and yeah, I'm just going to spend some time doing this. Alright, so we run through all the skulls that I brought with me. Well, I mean, I didn't bring them with me, but I went through them. We got 3 stacks. That should be more than enough to take care of what we need. Oh, I'm so over the rain here. Alright, so now we've got, let's get over here, our cognizance dust. They give us a couple more. So next up we need to make is the Awakening Altar, 4 pedestals, and 4 essence files. So let's see if we've got the stuff to do this. Let's craft up 10 of those. Now we should be good. That'll work. So there is our altar. There is our pedestals. And there are our essence files. Beautiful. We can put these guys, let's just find a spot and put it down. So there, that's not right. There's those 4. And there we go. And of course we're going to need a lever because it does take a redstone signal. Beautiful. There we go. That quest is now complete. Now to make the essence, you can only awaken a Supremium block, but after you do, So we're going to need our 4 essences. Earth, water, air, and fire. Right? Beautiful. So these hold 40. Now my next question is can we just pipe this stuff in? We're going to find out. Alright, so it does look like we can pipe the stuff in. I did change these to pipes instead of hoppers just because we're fixing to use a bunch of them, and I don't want to have to be waiting for this stuff to do its thing. So, first things first is we need the Awakened Supremium. This has absolutely no use other than... Oh no, we're going to have them for those. So we're going to need... I think I said it was 80 that we were going to need for this. I still did not math this nowhere near right. So we're going to need 2 for each of those. This'll be enough for now, though. Because I'm not, yeah, we're not going to go through all that. I guess I should have kept my hoppers. We can at least do this with these. Because I was thinking we needed just 80 pieces, and that is not the case. Why are you... Alright. Alright, so now all we need are some Supremium blocks. I do not have... that's a coal block. That's a growth accelerator. Let's get us... I have noticed a few recipes not working. Supremium block. I had to go through and redo all of our ones for the Allthemodium stuff. Those didn't work. Alright, so Supremium block. Let's go 40. The one thing I wanted to make sure, do I need this stuff for anything other than no? All we need it for is that. So let's do... I don't know why I'm doing a hopper. Do hopper. That way I don't have to sit here and wait for all this. Why did that not break? There we go. So let's do one. Let's do that. Let's get a filter on here. Add Awakened Supremium block. So now I should be able to do that. Actually, I didn't even need to do all that. That's not what I wanted. These blocks are pretty, though. We want the Supremium Essence. That's a quest complete. And then from here, we're going to want to do our furnace. Basic logistics. Oh, there's quests that have changed. We want our star. So we're going to need Insanium Coal Block, and we're going to need the Awakened Supremium Furnace. Let's wait for all these to finish. Alright, so I got us some patterns made up here for all the furnaces. By the way, we have a ridiculous amount. I was not figuring everything out just right. We got a whole bunch of the Supremium Essence that turned into those 40. We've got 5 stacks, almost 6 stacks of Awakened Supremium Essence. We've got plenty of stuff for this. So now, I need our furnaces. I need... let's just do 5 of them for now. I don't know how many stars we're going to wind up making. Those guys can go in there. And to make that, oh, we got to do 2 more recipes. All that needs to go in there. I need a recipe for the diamonds. And I need a recipe for the ingots. Beautiful. So I need... we're doing 5, so I need 20 diamonds and 20 of the ingots. We got cognizant dust in there still. There we go. Yeah, we have plenty of stuff still left. That can go in there. Diamonds in that one. And that should give us our Awakened Furnace. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. And there is 5. Beautiful. That part is taken care of. Put that up. Next up, we need to work on our coal block. So that guy there. And that's easy enough. So if we're going to have 5 furnaces, we might as well do 5 of the coal blocks. And there we go. Quest is complete. Awesome. That is another step closer to our Philosopher's Fuel. Which the only thing we got left is, I think, those 2 right there. I think everything else we've already got. We do not have the rainbow generator. I need to get that set up. Let me work on that right quick. All it's going to take is... How is that not a thing? Anyways, that shouldn't be that hard for us to throw together right quick. Alright, so that was a lot of recipes. It's more than that. But I do have it now. I am having some serious issues around here with lightning when it storms. Those guys just spawned. I had a villager get struck by, or a wandering trader get struck by lightning over here. Before. Weather, clear skies. Alright. So now all of that is done. This stuff can all go in there. This stuff can go up. We need our rainbow furnace now. And there we go. That actually does give us nothing. But that does get us to the point. We've got just Project E to get through to get our Philosopher's Fuel. So that is awesome. And with that, that's where we're going to leave it. So, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.